Welcome to this video in which we will discuss lathe machine, its parts and working. A lathe machine is a machine tool that removes the undesired material from a rotating workpiece in the form of chips with the help of a tool that is traversed across the work and can be fed deep into the work. This machine is also known as the mother of all machines. The main function of the lathe is to remove the metal from a job to give it the required shape and size. Let's discuss the parts of the lathe machine. At first, we will discuss the major parts of the lathe machine. Headstock. The headstock is present on the left end of the bed. The main function of the headstock is to transmit power to the different parts of the lathe. Bed. The bed of the lathe machine is the base on which all the other parts of the lathe are mounted. Tailstock and carriage slides linearly on the bed. Tailstock. The tailstock is a movable part located opposite to the headstock. There are two basic functions of the tailstock. First, to support the other end of the workpiece when being machined, and the second function is to hold a tool for performing operations like drilling, reaming, tapping, etc. Carriage. Carriage is located between headstock and tailstock. The basic function of the carriage is to support, guide, and feed the tool against the workpiece during operations. Now let's discuss the other parts of the lathe machine. Saddle. It is an H-shaped casting mounted on the top of the lathe base. Basically, it is part of carriage. It provides support to cross-slide, compound rest, and tool post. Cross-slide. It is mounted on carriage, and by cross-slide we can perform facing operation. Compound rest. Compound rest is used for taper turning operation. Tool post. The tool post is mounted on the compound rest. It is used to hold cutting tool holder. Apron. The apron is connected to the saddle and it is the part of the carriage. Apron consists of the gears and clutches for transmitting motion. Chuck. Chuck is basically used to hold the workpiece. There are other types of the chucks as well, but 3-jaw chuck is mostly used. 3-jaw or universal chuck. It consists of 3 jaws that move simultaneously by turning a key. It is used for holding a round, hexagonal bar or other symmetric workpiece. Lead screw. The lead screw is used mostly in the case when the threading operation is to be performed on the lathe machine. Feed rod. The feed rod is used for most turning operations. Now, what is the difference between feed rod and lead screw? The feed rod is used for most turning operations and the lead screw is used for thread cutting operations. Hand wheels. They are the wheels operated by a hand to move cross-slide, carriage, tailstock and other parts which has hand wheel. Products made by lathe machine. A variety of products can be made from the lathe machine and those are nuts, bolts, piston, pulleys, etc. Now let's talk about the types of the lathe machines. Engine lathe or central lathe. The engine lathe is the most important tool in the lathe family and by far the most widely used type of the lathe machine. Other types of the lathe machines are speed lathe, third lathe, capstan lathe, tool room lathe, and CNC lathe machine. Computer numeric control (CNC), which is an application of mechatronics and control engineering, is the most advanced form of the lathe machine. CNC lathe machine produces the most accurate products as compared to the other types of the lathe machines. Well, that's all for today's video in which we discussed about the lathe machine, its parts, and their function. If you find this video helpful, then please hit the like button and subscribe to my channel. And if you have something to say, then leave a comment. Thank you very much.